with a WWE fan, and it made sense in the moment. They're giving it to people who are surviving massive illness, giving awareness to illness and fighting cancer. And it makes sense for what they're doing it for. It's a good publicity for WWE, but good for the supported thing they're supporting.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Here's the problem, and I never knew this at the time going in, because I'm in my own bubble. I don't pay attention to a lot of stuff. Warrior was a douchebag.
Yeah.
Warrior was an absolute douche. The WWE made this award for him. And he didn't even want. Because in his Hall of Fame speech, he went and said, I would like an award to honor the people behind the scenes of WWE.
Yeah.
Pretty much people like Jim Johnson and Kevin Dunn. Yeah. Or like the referees. That's what he wanted. They turned it around and made it into this big propaganda award. Fine, I could deal with that. But my problem is, and nobody seems to get this, and I tried to explain this to Dad, and he's just like, well, Warrior. My problem is, Warrior was a douchebag. And he actually said, when Bobby Heenan had cancer, good for him.
Yeah.
He actually said that about him. He actually said after Hurricane Katrina that, those people in New Orleans deserved it.
And
I'm not joking. This is a thing that happened.
And there was one of those where when he was some kind of politician or whatever, just going by Warrior.
Yeah, at the end he was Warrior.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think somebody actually called him out for being rather Islamophobic, and all he said was "get a towel."
Yeah, this is the kind of shit, and now WWE honors him every year. It's like it's the same mentality. It's like that everywhere, dude. It's like everywhere. That's not my point. It's not just in these. It's everywhere. It's ridiculous. They're going to the New Orleans for the WrestleMania this year.
Yeah.
How is the New Orleans press not jumping on this? Like, how are they not jumping on this?
Because it's sports related, and everybody treats sports like it's a freaking religion.
And I love wrestling, and people listening to this show know that I'm a diehard wrestling fan. When this show goes up, like we're going, what is the date when this goes up? It's the week of WrestleMania when this show goes up, and there's going to be a lot of WrestleMania coverage on the Blake and Sal show. We're going to be doing days of coverage over there. But just know that this is where I stand on the Warrior Award, and a lot of people don't get that.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say, like you said with Ray Lewis and all that. I mean, why in the hell has Michael Vick not been banned from the game for life for?
That's a valid point.
Yeah.
That's right. He was thrown in jail, and then he came back, and they go and say, "Well, he's a great player, and he you know what? As long as he's playing for teams that I despise, I can openly boo him. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but the only reason that they haven't barred him is because he makes the money. I have a feeling it's going to be like baseball. When they stop making you money, that's when they start prosecuting you. True.
Well, look at all the steroid situations in baseball. Yeah. All the steroid situations in baseball, a lot of that didn't come to light until after the players were retired. So even though the Barry Bonds thing, that's a whole different thing.
It's because it's one of those where I hate sports, but I find shit like that utterly fascinating.
It is true. It's very, very true.
Because they even made a book about that, about the whole thing with Balco. I can't remember the name of it, for God's sake. It's gonna say just a moment.
I'm looking it up too. Just keep talking. I'll look it up.
I think it's like Game of Shadows or something. I want to say that's what it's.
What was it about?
Balco was an herbal supplement that was giving undetectable steroid cocktails.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's called like Game.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah. But I watched a show called Cheap Seats. Where,
Game of Shadows. That's the name of it.
Yeah, where basically they made up this reference during one of the World's Strongest Men competition. How do you become a legend of this? A relationship with Balco? Okay, that and a cool name.
Okay, here we go. Game of Shadows, Barry Bonds, Balco, and the steroid scandal that rocked professional sports.
Yeah.
And it came out, when did it come out? I'm looking it up here. Summer 98. Oh, wow. I'll go all the way back to McGuire and Sosa. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, 2007. That's when this came out.
Yeah.
And if anything, what I will do, because I have an Amazon link, I will put this link in our show notes, and people can actually check out this book. And if you want to pick it up through our link.
Yeah.
So there you go. It is on Amazon for $12.
Yeah.
So there you go.
It just utterly sounds fascinating. If I ever find a copy, I'd like to actually read it.
Yeah. Well, it's on Amazon for $12. So there you go. Yeah. All right, how did we get here? Like, where are we? Oh, yeah, I remember where we are. Okay. Wow, I'm sorry. The next line is just as bad. Back to the script, the next line is just as bad. Randall and Dante stare at Caitlin confused, like all the rest of us are, like at this point. And Randall says maybe the Asian design major slipped her some opium. Wow! a dated joke. Well, it's so tempting to make a YC joke, but I'm not going to do it. Could be. And the line in the movie was different than in the script. But in the script, it says, promise me it'll always be like that. But she goes and says, why is it not always like that? Which actually makes a lot more sense in context of what we were talking about. And that's where we end this minute. Wow. We went through. This is what I mean. Sometimes we just go off on tangents, and there's nothing wrong with that. This is one of our longer episodes in a while. Without a guest. One of our longest non-guest episodes in a while. So I will get to the plugs real fast. Filling the Void Network. We are a part of that. We are obviously on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It is WrestleMania week for those listening and wrestling fans. So jump over to the Blake and Sal Show for not 1, but 2 days of WrestleMania weekend preview coverage with special guests and all kinds of fun stuff. We're covering everything from WrestleMania itself at NXT to WrestleCon, Ring of Honor, Progress Wrestling. You name it, we're going to cover it in some way, shape, or form within the next couple of days over on the Blake and Sal Show. We're going to have a lot of fun doing it. And we have special guests on the PW Torch of ProWrestling.net coming over as well to talk to us about it. So that all being said, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Clerks Minute. Let's get out of here for this episode. We'll see you on Friday.
Oh, I just realized I mentioned Cheap Seats and I didn't tell people what it was.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Basically, what it is it's hosted. It was a show that ran from 2004 to 2007. It was hosted by comedians Randy and Jason Sklar, and basically they take the Mystery Science Theater 3000 approach to old sporting events that ESPN had in their library. So we basically run the gamut from football games to baseball to MLB All-Star games to Ultimate Frisbee to the World Juggling Championships. To Evil Knievel footage and that, and they basically just riff on it.
All right, well there you go. Find Cheap Seats.
Well, you can actually find it on YouTube.
YouTube, okay, cool. So find Cheap Seats on YouTube. That all being said, thank you for listening to Clerks Minute. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
Have a good day, everybody.
Maybe the Asian design major slip her some opium.
Smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers, rolling fatties, smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? We smoke the blunts, rolling blunts and smoking.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Clerks Minute, the show where we look back at 1994 Kevin Smith classic. One little bathroom, bam, bam, boom, yeah.
We dare you to say this 5 times fast.
Let me actually get it out once, and then we can continue. One little bathroom. Jeez.